Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a reading for a group of people that it feels like you're going through a huge transformation of really connecting to your higher self. You're really starting to channel more directly from the 5D, and I'm hearing this is wreaking some havoc. Maybe not necessarily so much in your life, but I feel like it's almost like a ricocheting field that is really affecting other people's lives as well. So that's what I want to get into in this reading. You'll have to excuse my voice. I have had a little bit of a cold, and so I'm not fully up to par yet, but let's get into the reading. I want to start pulling from the Magdalene Oracle to get like an overarching energy for this group, for the highest good of all. Okay, heart and soul. Wow, interesting. Heart and soul came out, and underneath the deck was the Lovers in reverse, and also love in reverse here, and intimacy in reverse. This is very interesting. It really feels like, for this group actually, it really feels like you are at the moment in your journey where it's so important for you to actually stand by yourself. So you may really be feeling called to do that, and I'm seeing that there are a couple of reasons why this is important. First of all, it's important for you to protect yourself, it's like you're moving into union with your higher self, right? And so it's like your higher self is supposed to be your counterpart at this it's almost like a monumental stage that you're entering into right now. It's a very specific stage of your journey that it's not going to last forever. It feels like it's going to be maybe a month or something, a couple of months, maybe not that long. But during that part of your journey, it feels so important that it's like your higher self should be your lover. That's what I'm feeling. It's like your higher self is your counterpart, your twin flame in a way, and it's almost as if you need to, I'm just relaying what I'm getting, so you make sure if it fits for you or not. I'm just speaking in that way because it's just easier. But it's like, what I'm getting is that for this group, it's better for them if they fully cut themselves off from all kind of dreams or imaginations related to the other, related to a potential lover, a future lover, anything like that, and just channel all of that open space towards their higher self. Because it's almost like if you keep this portal open, this like a potential lover coming into your life at this point in time, this portal, what I'm getting is that this may very well be used by others that are not your potential lover, that are not at all up to par with you and your energy. But it's almost like they are going to be able to use this portal as a way to cling on to your energy. Because what I'm getting is that these portals, these imaginations that you may have had in the past, they were created in the 4D. And so now, as you're moving into the 5D, there is this moment of time where it's almost like you need to it's like your entire subconscious, your entire astral body is being reoriented in like time and space, and it's being linked up to the 5D. And once this process has been finished, you're going to be fully protected. People, energies that are not a match to your energy and your frequency won't be even able to enter into your sphere in a private way. Like they may be able to connect to you in a professional, superficial way, of course, but not in a private way. People won't even be able to think those thoughts of like, maybe this could be a potential lover, because they will they will just feel your energy, and they will, honestly, if they're not ready for it, it will scare them. It will scare them away. That's what I'm feeling. But for some of you, you're not at that place yet where you are that protected. And so to make sure that you protect yourself, cut off this idea of remaining open for a potential lover or anything like that to return. That's what I'm getting. There is also another side to this, and that is that I knew that this was going to come up. That's why I pulled out the Temperance card in the tarot. For this group, if this resonates, what I'm seeing that you're going through now is that you are becoming the angel. You're becoming that angelic consciousness here on earth. And again, it feels like most people have kind of a very skewed understanding of what that would mean to encounter an angel. It's like when you encounter an angel, the light is so bright that everything that you hold will come to the surface. And so it means that if you're not capable of bathing in your own shadow, if you're not capable of handling all of the feelings of your shadow at once, then facing an angel, facing this type of light, it will make you suicidal. Like, it will make you want to end your life. I'm hearing it will make you want to claw your eyes out of your skull. Because it's just so overwhelming. And this overwhelm is very specific, I feel, to these times that we're going into now, because these are times of union. And so that means that we're no longer, as individuals, we're no longer able to deny our shadow and just project it onto other people. Now it starts to ricochet back to us quicker, and so we're not able to escape our shadow anymore. And that is also why, like, the feeling of angels, the angelic consciousness, is just also so much more intense and palpable, because it really makes our shadows rise. And so that is actually another, like, reason why you may be feeling guided to let go of, or like just close that door of a potential lover down at this point in time. It is actually to protect the fools, is what I'm hearing. You know, the people that they can't really see you at this point in time. They can't really see how much work you've been doing, how expansive your spirit is, because their egos are blocking them. You know, they may look at you and they may see, like, oh, little cutie pie, you know, such a little cutie pie, and they may think of you in that way, like, oh, maybe I can help this little cutie pie, or something like this. I'm just making something up here. Not realizing that you're anything but cute, really, not realizing that it's like the amount of emotional turmoil that you can handle. That's what I'm feeling. Because this group that I'm reading for now, it's like you have been going through this card of Temperance for several years, where it's like you've really been bathing in the collective consciousness, connecting to your soul. You've been sifting through so many past lives and all of their accompanying feelings, meaning that you've been feeling like the soul of the collective for a long time inside of yourself. It's almost like it has penetrated your field completely. And you've been able to feel that. And then, just like the Temperance card, start to create this other cup next to all of this overwhelm and all of this drowning, you know, drowning in the collective sphere. You've been able to create this other leg, this other cup, where it's like you're able to feel all of that darkness, but you're still also able to feel yourself, you know, your peace, your calm, your temperance, your quiet. And so that means that you are a very powerful energetic being. It means that no feeling, no state of being can really threaten you, because you can handle it, you know. Your heart has expanded beyond that collective soul, and it's really starting to connect. I'm hearing collect from your higher self, from like that realm of the 4D. And so when people that are not in that space yet, people that haven't even, become aware of their shadow, they're still running from the feelings of their shadow. They're still afraid of being poor. They're still afraid of dying. They're still afraid of being humiliated. They're afraid of so many things. All of the things that comes with being small, they're likely to be running from. If people like that start to connect to you and see you as a potential partner, as a potential lover, as a counterpart at this point in time, they are just gonna get overwhelmed by their own shadow. And what I'm getting is that it might actually make them suicidal. Like, it's gonna be too much for them, for most people. And so actually you kind of like blocking yourself off a little bit energetically and just only focusing on this higher self, this angelic consciousness, which at this point in time may feel like it's outside of you. But I think that in a few weeks or maybe months time, you're gonna start to feel more and more that that is you. If you kind of like start bonding more and more to this part of you, essentially, yeah, it's like you're gonna go through a huge change. So let's pull some more cards here. I was actually gonna pull from the Hermetic Tarot, but I'm getting to pull from the Rider-Waite because I think what's gonna come through now is kind of give us a little bit of overview of what you can expect as you start to go into this transformation. So let's see here. Yeah, the Tower in reverse. So when this happens, the instability that may have been in your life is gonna stop. You're gonna, yes, I love it. 10 of Pentacles. Things are gonna start to become stable for you. You're gonna start, it's like you're gonna start to evolve also in a material way. So I feel like for many of you, you're gonna be able to kind of hold more resources now in a material way. For some of you, I'm also feeling like you're gonna be able to find yourself a house, a place to live, a safe place, maybe connected to land for some of you. Things are just gonna become way more stable. That's what I'm feeling. And I feel like it's gonna be on the ground though. If you're gonna move with the Tower in reverse, I feel like you're not gonna be living in a high-rise building, like away from the earth. You're moving to a place where it's like grounded. You're grounded. You're on the earth. You're like with the land. That's very much what I'm getting for this group. And I'm also hearing out of the cities. Again, it's like you need to be at a place where you have some distance probably to other people. It's like, and I'm hearing, and you're gonna make that place into a very sacred place that people can come for healing in years to come. This is just what I'm hearing. But in the beginning, like I said, it's almost like your energy is so intense to people because most people are just now starting to really be confronted with their own shadow. Most people are just now starting that journey of learning how to handle these very uncomfortable feelings and kind of like hidden aspects of themselves that they haven't been able to process. And so at this point in time, it's almost as if this resonates for you, it's almost as if you're going to be taken out of the collective for a couple of years. I'm hearing a couple of more years. So you might already have been kind of separated, but it's like you're going to be taken out, and it's going to be a time, I feel. Let's pull some more cards though before I say too much here. 2 cards. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. That was what I was feeling. Like it's gonna be like a very lucky synchronistic time for you where it's like you're gonna build. Yeah. And the five of Swords in reverse. you're gonna be moved away if you choose it. So you have to choose it. I'm getting that as well. If you want this timeline, don't try to teach people. Don't try to show people the truth or convince them or go on this mission at this point in time. What I'm getting is that the people that have not understood their shadow by now, they need to live it out. Like, they need to have that experience of their own shadow in their own face in a more physical way before they are willing to learn and humble themselves. And so chances are that if you are in this group that I'm talking about now, you're not going to be like the standard authority. Like, most people will not look at you and see you as an authority, as someone that they should, you know, shut up and listen to. They are likely to have an ego that tells them that they know better than you. And so it doesn't matter really what you say, I feel. If you feel that people aren't really receiving you, they're not really listening to you, they're not taking you seriously, let it be. Just let go of it. Let go of it and focus on really bathing in this beautiful energy of luck and synchronicity and things starting to come to you easily. You know, receive your guidance. Do the work that you're guided to do. Like, follow the signs and the synchronicities. And I feel like things are gonna start to get much, much easier for you. As long as you're willing to let go of that desire to be right and to prove a point and to kind of like own the narrative. At this point in time, I feel like it doesn't matter what the narrative is, because truth is gonna come through anyway. Like, truth is gonna be clear. It's just gonna take a couple of years. People are gonna have a second chance. That's what I'm getting. Like, now is when people will get like a second chance of kind of like processing their own shadow and their own trauma. And it's like, it's gonna become a bit more physical, but not like fully detrimental, but just like a bit more in their face. And then a bunch more people are gonna start to shift. And so I do feel this, actually, that, yeah, 8 of Wands coming out here, and the 2 of Wands underneath the deck, and the Hermit. So I actually do feel like you stepping away from the collective and kind of creating that very closed off sphere for yourself, where you're very much focusing on yourself and your own kind of energetic abundance. You know, I would say don't focus on the material abundance first. If you focus on the energetic abundance, like with the Wheel of Fortune here, it feels like that is how the material abundance will come to you effortlessly. It's through luck. It's through synchronicity. It's almost like you're gonna be taught by your guides how to see what you need to do to get the material resources that will benefit you. That is how it feels like. And so I feel like if you just do that, the people that are actually ready to listen to you and learn from your perspective, the people that do see value in that, they will find you. Again, synchronicity, they will find you. So let's see, is there anything else there that we need to know? Justice underneath the deck. 2 of Cups, 10 of Swords. So I feel like you're fully stepping out of codependency. Like I said in the beginning, with that, you're just in union with your higher self now. And what's interesting was that the cards that came out, 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. So it's like the work is over for some of you now. Like the work of creating your own energy field, like your own energetic body. I feel like creating your own soul, your own heart that is separate from the collective, you know, with the temperance card here, it's like the water, you know, the collective water, the collective beehive mind. It's like you've been able to create a soul that can stand separate to that, a self that can stand separate to that, a self that no other human has access to unless you would invite them in. So I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, that is the end of that period. And actually with the Four of Cups in reverse, what I'm feeling with this is that what's going to start to come in for you, this might be in a few months for some of you, or a few weeks, like just a little bit into the future, is that you're not going to have to be so standoffish anymore. I feel that for some of you, you might have had this deep feeling like in your soul, or that it's like you've been keeping people at a distance to be able to do this work. You've been pushing people away, you've been saying no to things, you've been like, nah, I'm not that interesting, just I want nothing. Like, stay away, I want nothing, I'm not open to anything. You're not gonna have to do that anymore, I feel, because like I said, it's like people won't even be able to enter on a private level. Like, you're gonna be safe. You're gonna be safe. That's what I'm feeling. Let's pull one more time. You're gonna be safe because it's like your heart is light now. Your heart is light now. You know what you are. You're not gonna be, you know, with the Five of Swords that came out here, it's like, you know how people can pull each other into these debates and these like endless discussions. It is by playing out these codependent roles. Like, for instance, if I take on the role of the besserwisser, you know, the one that knows better, the one that is here to teach and share and convince you that I am in fact an authority, you know, if I take on that role, then you are faced with the choice. Do you want to accept me in that role and kind of like bow down as my servant? Do you want to fight that role because you think, no, I am in fact the authority, I know better than you? Or do you just not care? Are you not playing the game? Are you just saying like, I'm not triggered by your energy, like I can feel your feeling, I can feel your anger. I'm just peace. I'm love. Like, you're just so non-sticky, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm feeling for some of you, that your heart is so light and you're so aware of all of these codependent dynamics that are happening on an emotional level, you know, on this collective sea level, if you will. And because you've been working on really holding your own within those emotions, you're no longer gonna be pulled by them. That's what I'm feeling. You're no longer gonna be pulled by them. And so what I'm actually feeling is that this next cycle of like the South Node moving into Libra and the North Node in Aries, it's almost like you're not gonna manifest negative karma for yourself if you're able to kind of hold this type of light within yourself during that period. What you're gonna manifest, again, is gonna be blessed, is what I'm hearing. It's gonna be like a very gifts. I'm hearing gifted because of this ability to not take part in this codependent like dance, this desire to seek dominance over other people, really. So that is really, I like it a lot. One final message here and then let's wrap up. And now it begins, is what I'm hearing. And so it begins. And then the Page of Pentacles coming out with the Three of Cups. And then the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're starting you're starting small. You're starting very small, but it's like if you're on the right path, things are gonna progress quickly. I feel with the Three of Cups there, you're gonna get a lot of guidance. So listen to your guidance, test it out, experiment. Don't be afraid to experiment is what I'm getting. The Page of Cups also coming out here in reverse. Don't be afraid to be foolish. Again, it's like step out of this energy of like being afraid if people think that you're weird or crazy or whatnot. It's just like let yourself be free and experiment. Who cares? Like, who cares? They are not your God, right? Other people, their minds are not your God. If your higher self is telling you to try something, then you have the space to do it. That's what I'm feeling. Then you're actually protected to do it. So I think I'm gonna end the reading here. This is a great reading, so I hope it resonates for you. Take care. Bye.